the most prestigious all-star cheerleading organizations is opening a gym in Charlotte. It's called Cheer Athletics, and the new facility is over 30,000 square feet. If you are looking for fun on the water, but you don't own a boat or waterfront property, North Carolina Community Sailing and Rowing's got you covered.
It's simple, accessible, affordable, and safe.
When you're a member of this nonprofit organization, you don't need to worry about towing and storing a boat. Just show up and sail all year long.
It's very relaxing. I mean, there's no noise, no motor, no gas, smells. There's no cell phone because you leave it in your car unless you want to get wet.
Do you need any kind of sailing experience to come out here?
No, none at all. In fact, probably 80% of our sailors have been sailing for 2-3 years or less. And when people walk in the door and they're brand new to sailing, we make sure they feel really warm and welcome.
The community holds unsanctioned races that are just meant to be plain fun. And today, there's even some first-timers out on the water.
This is the first time I've ever been racing, and I really don't know even how you start and you finish, so it's a learning process.
Even though it's just social racing, some of the sailors still have the drive to win.
It gets pretty competitive sometimes. You get booms in someone else's rigging every once in a while. You get bumping people at the points.
But as soon as I see the start line, my adrenaline starts pumping, and so I get out here and try to compete, try to do well. But there are a few guys out here that I always like to come in a little ahead of. So
there is one thing with this community that sets it apart from most other sailing clubs.
So most of the yacht clubs I've been to, they have a bar and there's like a lot of drinking going on afterwards, but that's not this club, right?
Not exactly. Let's see, Blythe Landing is a county park, and their policy is no alcohol allowed, and so we follow that. They're our landlord.
That's a bummer. Well, that about wraps it up for me. These guys are going to continue racing, but I got to get back to port. Keeping it real in the field. John Dick, my Fox, Carolinas. A tuxedoed frog, standing 7 feet tall, was the mascot of the Stony Toad Antique Shop in Rock Hill. That is, until it was stolen.
I left him out for one night thinking he would be okay, and he wasn't. Somebody got him.
How would someone make off with a huge frog without drawing witnesses?
Somebody just came up in a car and took him and put him in the back seat and kidnapped him or frog-napped him.
The giant frog was stolen from this exact location on a rainy day, much like today.
If they'd have asked me, I'd have let them have him. If they just wanted to take him to Daytona for spring break, or I'd have made him one. Anything, just, bring him back. He's a little special.
He had been like Brenda said, a family friend of hers, she seems to feel like.
The antique shop is tucked away behind another business, so the frog really helped to bring customers in. However, Brenda did make 2 new frogs to take the original's place.
I thought the store went out of business, and they took him down, and then I read in the paper that he had gotten stolen.
But the new ones just aren't the same.
Just put him back out there, lean him up against the door. We won't say a word.
Who in their right mind would steal a ginormous frog?
Sometimes we think things disappear because of the college students, but we don't know that.
And I'm sure it was college kids. Who else would want a 7-foot green frog in a tux?
I went to Winthrop University, located just down the street, to look for clues. The campus was virtually empty because the students are on spring break. But I found one girl wandering around.
Have you heard anything about this giant frog that's gone missing?
No, I have not.
Not much help, but I found one possible lead at a local pub.
I did see a shadow of a frog last night, but he was in and out of my vision before I could realize what it was.
If you have any information about the frog's whereabouts, we are asking you to contact the Rock Hill Police Department. Or just give him back to Brenda.
He meant something to us, so just kind of hop him on back here.
I think he's going to hop up around here soon. It's St. Patty's Day. You never can tell. He's wearing all green. I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to end up seeing him tonight.
Sounds like this guy might know something. Let's hope Mr. Frog turns up soon. When you think of fine cuisine, senior living communities probably aren't the first thing to come to mind. But at some facilities, the seniors are living large. Just ask these ladies.
You ladies live at Southminster?
We do, and we love it there.
How's the food in that joint?
It is wonderful. Very, very good.
They're very, very fussy.
Are you ladies pretty picky about what you eat?
No. We don't have to cook it anymore.
You know, most of our residents they have a lot of high standards. They've traveled the world. So it's not that they're coming to us just, for mashed potatoes and gravy.
At the Chef Wars event, chefs from various senior living communities bring their A game for a ruthless, cutthroat competition.
Because it's the fastest growing segment in the food service industry right now, I think that you are seeing a bit more competition at this level.
Chef Wars is basically the Iron Chef competition of senior retirement communities, and everything here looks absolutely delicious. And yes, I ate everything you see in front of me, and the judges agreed with my assumptions.
The competition is fierce. It's going to be really hard to pick a winner at today's event.
I'd like to retire and go live at any of these places if this is how they eat, for sure.
So you're the reigning champ from last year, I take it?
That's correct, yep. Our team, it's not just me. I have a team behind me, and I couldn't do it without them. But yeah, we're the reigning champions.
But you're the leader of the team.
No pressure. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Who's the chef to watch? Like, who are you keeping your eye on around here?
I think that you never want to underestimate people. So I wouldn't say that there's one to watch and one not to worry about. I think that they all are going to bring a pretty good game today. So.
How about that Noreen from Ireland?
How about that Noreen from Ireland? Well, I heard she won last year, so she looks pretty serious.
But in the end, Chef Chris from Southminster took first place in both entree and dessert categories. Compliments to the chef, and keep it real up in the field, aight? We are seeing some of the hottest temperatures so far this year, and a great way to stay cool is the public spray ground. How hot is it out here today?
Oh man, it's too hot. It's probably got to be 90 to 100 degrees, have to be.
The spray grounds are free to the public and located in 5 different parks around Charlotte. What are you doing out here today?
Killing it and getting in that water. It's summertime. Y'all better get ready.
And we think it's really hot today, so we came to take a swim.
Spray grounds are basically a bunch of fountains that kids can romp around in, as well as the occasional adult. I mean, I got in there. I see you got in there. It's refreshing.
Yeah, it feels good. I couldn't just sit out in the sun while they were in there getting wet. I was burning up, so I just dove in.
Surprisingly, with all this heat,
Ooh, I'm sweating already.
not everyone was following our lead. How come you're not getting in the water here today?
I don't know. It's a little hot out here.
Yeah, aren't you hot?
Yeah, I'm very hot.
And she's not the only one. I see that you're not wet. You're not getting in?
No, sir. I can't do it.
Everyone thought I was crazy for going in wearing my posh getup. But on a hot day like today, you'd have to be insane not to get wet. How's the water?
Terrible. I'm just kidding. It's really good.
It's cold. It's fine.
It's cold?
A little bit, but it's not hot.
I think it feels great.
Yeah, when you first enter, yeah, it's pretty cold. Get that heat off. Don't have to worry about heat no more.
Feels great. It's water, man. You got to love it.
The spray grounds are open every day from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. For a list of locations, visit myfoxcarolinas.com.
Hey, do you think everyone's being babies about this cold weather?
It's Armageddon in Charlotte. Every time we get some cold weather and a chance of snow, panic sets in. So I hit the streets of Uptown to find out why everybody is freaking out. Well, not everybody.
I'm excited. I love the snow. We don't get snow very often, so.
This weather is kind of crazy for my liking, but nothing too insane, right?
Do you think most people are just kind of being wusses about this?
I think so. I mean, Charlotte, when there's like even a warning for snow, everyone goes and gets salt and they cancel school and everyone freaks out, so.
Well, I came from Alaska, so this is nothing.
Apparently, this weather is like summer to Alaskans.
I think, people up north would think that we're, a bunch of wimps and wusses. I don't understand.
So what is the deal with these people? I mean,
I don't know. It happens every year.
Don't you think all the Canadians are just laughing at us?
Probably. I'm laughing at you.
The people in Canada and the people in the East Coast is laughing as much as snow that they've been getting all of this during this winter time. So I don't think we should be even complaining about this.
People in Charlotte aren't just whining about the snow. Some folks seem to be prepping for a doomsday scenario. But what types of things are they stocking up on? You're not gonna make a break for the grocery store and buy up all their eggs or anything?
If I do make a break, it ain't gonna be for the grocery store.
What would you get?
Liquor.
That's what I'm talking about.
If I'm gonna be cold, at least I'm gonna warm up with it, right?
No liquor or beer, just bread and milk. That's all you need to survive when it snows.
What is with this? Why do people buy all the bread and milk? Like, I never get milk or bread on a normal day.
I don't know, but that's what my mom did, so that's what I'm doing.
To those throwing a tantrum over the minor crop dusting, my street panel has a few words for you.
I guess I would just tell them that they're really missing out on important things.
Yeah.
You think this is cold? Try staying up in Alaska.
Enjoy the snow.
Yeah, build a snow fort or something.
That's it. Get out and play in it and enjoy the moment and have a good time and be safe.
And send your hate mail to jonathan.dick@foxtv.com.
I woke up this morning to an unusually cold draft. Something wasn't right. When I looked out the window, it looked like the end of the world. Where are all the humans? Am I the only survivor? Scared of the thought that I might have to live the rest of my life in solitude, I took it to the streets and began my march in search of my fellow humans. I've got to find somebody willing to help me replenish the human population. I'm going to reach out to them any way I can.
Breaker 19, I'm looking for any humans. Is anybody alive out there?
I tried visiting several well-known establishments in uptown Charlotte, including the place where everyone knows my name. It can't be. This place is closed too. It must be the end of the world. Still no signs of human activity. Am I going to die alone? I think I see a flash of red in the distance. Could it be? Could it be? It is! It's Logan, my colleague from work. Maybe it was all just a bad dream.
That's one heck of a bad dream.
Now the real nightmare begins. John Dick, My Fox Carolinas.
The summer reading saga continues at Mountain Island Library. Today they brought in the Nature Lady, sporting a live lizard earring to teach kids about insects, arachnids, and insectivores, which are carnivores that eat insects.
Is the Nature Lady nuts wearing a lizard as an earring?
Yep.
The whole point of bringing in the Nature Lady is to get kids into the library and checking out books while they're on summer vacation.
What did you learn out here today?
I learned that tarantulas are not actually insects. They're related to the crabs.
Nature Lady had all kinds of dead insects on display, including butterflies and moths.
Is a butterfly just a glorified moth?
No, it's actually a whole different animal, but it's still an insect.
The dead bugs were pretty interesting, but the biggest hit was the live animal.
What did you think of that tarantula?
It was big. It was furry.
Did it scare you?
Not really. No.
You're not afraid of spiders?
No. I'm afraid of spiders, but I touched a snake in kindergarten.
But you wouldn't let me touch the spider because you said Daddy is
That's a lie.
We are allergic to spiders.
I was told a lie.
Surprisingly, most of the children handled the tarantula, and very carefully, because tarantulas are extremely delicate.
I know this because one of my science teachers had a pet tarantula, and I accidentally dropped it on the ground, and its abdomen popped like a water balloon. And yeah, there's a lizard dangling from my ear.
There were a few kids that wanted nothing to do with the giant spider.
I don't want to touch it.
Why wouldn't you hold that spider?
Because I was scared that it might crawl up my shirt.
And for some, the thoughts of the spider crawling up their skin will surely haunt their dreams.
You're gonna scare it.
When the spider got on my hand, I was like, get it off, get it off.
But hey, whatever piques their interest and keeps the kids reading over the summer is a good thing.
Over here at Charlotte Mecklenburg Libraries, we bring reading to life.
For more information on the Charlotte-Mecklenburg summer reading programs, visit myfoxcarolinas.com.
Alrighty, here we go.
The new ropes course at the U.S. National Whitewater Center is called the River Course, and for good reason.
It goes across the river, which is the coolest part of it. It's really long spans, so there's a lot of movement in them.
It's pretty sweet, man. You get some good heights, yeah.
The course features various rope configurations that you must traverse as you make your way around like a gorilla. Here's what it looks like from the gorilla's perspective.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We got this.
It's great for thrills, but maybe not for the faint of heart.
Is it scary looking down at the water with the boaters coming under you?
It's pretty much once a kayaker or a rafter comes over you, that's where you realize, oh, okay, there's something underneath me.
Do they ever yell at you and try to freak you out?
Thankfully, they haven't really caught on that people will be up there yet. I'm sure it's going to happen here soon.
Unfortunately, the ropes course is not yet open to the public, but should be ready to go by the 4th of July.
So right now it's in the testing phase.
Beta, yes, we're in beta testing. You got it. But
what all does that entail?
Trial and error. Find out which ones you're most likely to fall on. They have me test it, and I tell them, oh, you might want to tighten that up, loosen this up, yeah.
So you're the guinea pig here.
I try not to think of it that way, but in a sense, if you want to think of it that way, yes, that's true.
They're supposed to tighten this thing. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Since the ropes course is still in testing phase, I wasn't allowed up there because they don't know what kind of shenanigans I would have pulled.
But I'm pretty sure I would have made it through unscathed.
What's the most difficult part up there?
Probably the slack line. It's the first time we've done that. It's like a 2.5-inch webbing, and there's a lot of bounce in it, so it gets your attention.
Have you guys slipped off there at all?
Yeah, the guy Wayne that just did it, he's fallen on purpose. He said on purpose a couple times.
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Yeah.
Was that on purpose?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you mean accidentally on purpose? Yeah, that's the ticket. John Dick, My Fox Carolinas.